Hello, my champs. I hope you are doing well. Welcome back to Lily Katule channel. If you're new here, I create content on beauty, motherhood, and motivation. So if this is your kind of content, kindly hit the subscribe button, follow that notification bell so that every time I upload new content, you get notified. So on today's video, I will be talking and sharing about my career and how I started it, and if it's something that I knew is what I wanted to do in the future. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get on to So for those of you who don't know what I do specifically, uh, my full-time job is a makeup artist and a makeup trainer. So I do help you to look good, feel good, and I can also teach you how to make yourself look and feel good. So that's my full-time job, of course. And I do it full time, like that is what I do, 8 to 5, 5 to 11 p.m. That is what you'll find me doing most of the time, besides creating content for you guys. And this year it will be the 10th year that I've done makeup. 2022, so I started in 2012. Immediately I joined campus is when I started like learning how to do it on myself. I just wanted to look good, feel good. I'm a campus chick. I'm like the boys ooze when they look at me. That was the main reason why I wanted to learn how to do perfect makeup. Honestly, I'm being honest with you guys here. So uh so come 2012 I started doing makeup on myself. 2013, and then 2014, so I did basically the whole of my campus years. Then 2015, when I got my first job, of course, um, I have a background in marketing, business management. So I got a sales job. I did it. I got fired. And did I get fired? Really? No. She didn't pay me my salary. She didn't pay me my salary. So I quit, and I went home. So when I was at home is when I realized, like, you know what, uh, I need to find something that gives me joy, gives me satisfaction. Because during my time, I'm not that old, yes, but I'm also not that young. So during our times, there were these specific things, courses that were meant to be done for you to be successful. So lawyers, doctors, pharmacists, pilots, such kind of things. And the course that I went to do, I didn't even take my time to think. The person who was brought to really advise me on it just told me, this is what you have to do. So when it came to selecting the what I needed to major in, they were all finance, accounting, human resource, procurement, all those things that I didn't like. So the only option that was left was marketing. So I did marketing out of convenience. Like, it was the only thing that was left. So I didn't like the jobs that I was getting. I was getting sales jobs. It's so hard to sell something, especially to Kenyans. It's difficult. It's difficult to sell you people things. So yeah, I decided I needed something more than just the sales thing, because it wasn't making me have have a lot of joy. But eventually, I found myself back to employment. I think it was after a month. I went back to employment, and I did the job for around 2 3 months, and I felt like I was not performing. And I'm this person who, if I'm not performing, I don't want to waste your resources. So you're paying me, and I feel like I don't deserve to be paid. And that employer, I remember, he was a man, and he was really good to us. He was giving us transport allowance and airtime allowance on top of your salary. It was a clearing and forwarding company, and I just felt like, you know what, I'm not giving this man what he deserves. So instead of me just wasting his money, let me just go home. So I quit my first job. That was like my first job for me to quit, and I went home. So a friend of mine who were in the same high school, she's the one who, I think, we were just having a conversation. So she asked me, hey, by the way, have you ever thought about, when I told her now I had quit, she told me, have you ever thought about doing people's faces like you do makeup on people? And I was like, no. Imagine the whole point of me learning to do makeup was for me to look good. But I've never really thought about um, doing makeup on people's faces because I have not practiced it on people's faces. So she told me, imagine, I like your makeup, I like how you do your makeup, and if it's something you enjoy, this can be something that you really can do good at. And I was like, you know what, let me take time, let me think about it, and then I'll get back to you. So she told me, if you think about it and you decide to go forth with that plan, I do have an event that is coming up this coming week, and I would like for you to do my makeup. And I was like, okay, sawa sawa, nitakwambia. So me just sitting down and thinking, I was like, is this something that I'm going to do? Is this something that I'm going to be good at? Imagine these are people's faces. What if they look so bad afterwards? I might have the best face, like when I might do the best makeup on myself, but those are two different things. And this is something you need to understand. Just because you're doing nice makeup on yourself does not automatically make you a makeup artist. I'm sorry, I'm not throwing any shade to anyone, but I'm just saying it takes practice for you to be able to master different face shapes, eye shapes, just how the structures, the bone structure of the face is, so that you can be able to customize a nice looking makeup face on the other person. So I realized that those are two different things, and I'm like, I'm so scared and I don't like disappointing. But I decided it's okay, let me try. If it fails, I won't do it, I'll just go back to employment. I already have the papers. So I called her and I told her, I think I'm ready to try this thing. And I took that last salary that this guy had paid me, and I brought makeup stuff that could fit, that could suit, or that money could, like, that money could be able to be budgeted on to buy makeup products. And I didn't even have a makeup bag. I remember I had a backpack, the one we put on laptop, and that is the one I went to do makeup to this fine lady. So shout out to you, Fiona Okadia, because if it was not for you, I would not even have known that makeup is a career for me, and it's something that I enjoy, and it's something that I love doing, and it's something that I know I'm going to be very, very great at and very successful at in the future. So I went and did Fiona, and imagine that day, she didn't even come alone. She brought me two more ladies. And by that time, I was charging her 500. So me, I was going all the way to, was it Sarit? Yes, Village Market, Sarit. Village Market, Sarit. Sarit Center. Okay, it was Village Market. Yeah. So I remember it was behind Village Market. So I remember I was going for 500 shillings, and I was so excited that I'm going to earn money from doing makeup. And you can imagine the joy that I had when I met that she had come with two more people. So I was earning 1500 that day. What a business, what a booming business. I felt like my business is already booming. So I did makeup, they loved it, and I went back home. Hey, 6 months. It was around August. So we stayed, so we did September, October, November, December, January, February, March. Yes, 7 months. No client, no phone call, no nothing. And I was like, wa, hiyo mshahara si tungekula tu KFC yaki, ugali kwa KFC, ningekula tu ugali. And I'm like, wow. I mean, who starts a business and they're staying 7 goddamn months without just getting a client? So after 7 months of waiting, I got a bride in April, and the reason why she's special is because she was my first bride ever. I had never done a bride. I had never done more than 3 people. Even if I had done more than 3 people, it was only once. And this is someone who, it's a special day. If you mess up, it's gone. They can't repeat it again. Like, they can't repeat. Why am I saying they can't repeat it again? They can't repeat it. All right. So, come April, I was able to get a bride after 7 months of waiting and asking around and doing free jobs. Like, I really did a lot of free makeup to my friends, to strangers, so that I can be able to upload on my page for it to look active. And the reason why this lady is special is because she was my first bride ever. She trusted me to do her special day. I had never done any bridal makeup. I had never done more than 3 people, and even if I had done, it was only once. So meaning my speed was still wanting. But she gave me that day. She gave me her special day for me just to ruin it like that. But I didn't ruin it, of course. I didn't do my best job. I didn't do my best job, but honestly I gave it the best that I could, because I knew at the back of my head, this is her day, I cannot ruin it. And thank you so much, Peace, again also for giving me chance to be able to work on you even with no experience. The thing that I'm getting to understand is we need, as starters in business, in a career, in a talent, anything that we are about to do, but we're at a point where we are starting, we do need a lot of help, a lot of encouragement, and a lot of people taking chances on us. And these are people who took chances on me. And most definitely, I pray to God that I stay long enough, I be more successful, so that also myself, I can be able to give back to someone. Just give them a chance, because I was given chances by people who didn't even know me, and that is what that matters. Give people chances, so that, because anyway, you're asking for people with 5 years experience. How are they supposed to get the experience if you don't even give them even 6 months to try? So learn to give people chances, and I'm not saying just give anyone, but try and just look at the person, look at what they are doing, look at their vibe, look at their character. Yeah, and give people chances, because that they will always remember. I will always remember those 2 people for the rest of my life, and I'm grateful and thankful to them, of course. So I think 2016, because now we got to 2016, I really tried to do makeup, and I realized that if I'm supposed to start getting clients, I will have to associate myself with areas or companies that at least are connected with beauty. So I went back to employment, but this time I went back to a studio. So they needed a makeup artist. And I think that is where I started now growing, because I was able to do, even if not daily, but I was able to do people severally, and I started practicing. My hands started becoming stronger, I started becoming faster, I was more stable, my skills grew because I was practicing more often. And yeah, that is how I started my makeup career. And it's nothing. If you asked me 10 years ago, are you going to be a makeup artist? I would have asked you first of all, what is that? Because I wasn't doing makeup, and I was so shy, and I was so naive, and I was so afraid of makeup. I felt like it was a big girl's thing, and I thought of myself as a small girl. Number two, I also thought it was for people who didn't pass their KCPE, therefore they did not go to campus. So this was people maybe in colleges, in tertiary colleges, maybe in those small institutions. So I didn't think it was for people who were smart and intelligent and passed the exams the way I thought I was, like I had passed my exams. So in short, it was not for smart people. uh Number three, no, my parents have never done business, so I didn't have anyone to refer to and say I can be a business person. So it was the last thing in my head. And number four, I have seen my dad like grow from one career to another, one salary to another. So I thought that is what life is. And even just from conversations, just from the people surrounding me, it was like, Soma, you climb the corporate ladder. You start from somewhere like an employee or just a normal staff. You go to a supervisor, you go to assistant manager, a manager, maybe an executive manager, maybe a regional manager, then you become a CEO. So that is what I really intended to do, just climb the corporate ladder. And looking back, I think being a makeup artist is the best thing that could have ever happened to me. It's among the best thing. I have so many things that are best for my life. So this is among the top 3 things that have worked for my life, because I realized I am so good at it. I realized I enjoy it so much. I realized even if I don't have the money, this is something that I can wake up at 3 p.m. to do. This is something, not PM, but 3 a.m. This can wake up at 3 a.m. Okay, in short, I can wake up at wee hours of the night, weird hours of the morning, just to go and do it because it's fun. I love the transformation I see on people. I love the reactions on their faces. I love interacting with people. I get to learn and meet so many different people of different classes, different like they do different things in life, they have different experiences, they have different stories to tell, and that is what I enjoy doing most. So it is something that I am grateful that I discovered, that I can be able to do, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. That's how I started my career, and it's still something that I have no regrets. I have no regrets whatsoever. If I'm supposed to go back to school, which I really intend to, then most definitely it will be on something to build up what I'm already doing. So I started my masters in 2016. I left it hanging. So if I'm supposed to ever go back and do anything school related, then definitely it will be to build up on my business, to build up on my skill as a makeup artist, to learn something different still in the beauty industry. That is what I intend to do in the coming years. And now just be more certified, like that, get the certification of it, because I believe also papers are important. As much as talent is, I also believe papers is important. So I hope we had fun. You enjoyed listening to this video. I would love to know if what you're doing right now is what you thought you would do in future or in the life that you are in at the moment. So looking forward to seeing your comments and your feedback. Otherwise, I appreciate you for always being here. Thank you so much, and until next time, bye guys.